Hi students, welcome to our physics class now. So in this class we are going to learn about ray diagrams. So in the 10th class physical science in refraction of light at curved surfaces chapter. So about ray diagrams. So here we are doing a first video. So second video will come again. So in the first video, so we can explain about some ray diagrams to show images formed by convex lens. So it is a part 1 video. So what is a ray diagram? So ray diagram is a nothing but the diagram drawn to show position of image formed by the lens. The diagram drawn to show the position of image formed by the lens is called ray diagram. To draw ray diagram, we should require at least two light rays. So two light rays we should require. At least two light rays we should require. So the diagram which is drawn to show the position of the image formed by a convex lens or concave lens is called ray diagram. So to draw ray diagram, so we should require that at least two light rays. So that is two incident rays, and also the incident rays after passing through the lens they become refracted rays. Now how can so we draw the ray diagrams in the first part of this video, first one. When the object is placed beyond center of curvature C2 of convex lens on the principal axis. So when the object is placed beyond center of curvature C2 on the principal axis of convex lens. So what is the position of image and nature of the image? That is, what are the characteristics of image? So now we are going to draw the ray diagram. Students, this is the symbol for convex lens, that is double convex lens. And this line is called principal axis, and this is its optic center. So now this is a focal point F2, and this is center of curvature C2. It can also be denoted by 2F2. So which is the distance from center of curvature C2, that is the optic center to center of curvature C2. It is the radius, which is also equal to 2 times the focal length. Now object is placed beyond center of curvature. This is the object. Now we must see the height of the object should be smaller than the height of the lens on this upper part of the principal axis. So this is a we want to follow to draw the ray diagram clearly. So now from this object, one incident ray is drawn, so which is parallel to principal axis. This is incident ray 1, and another incident ray is drawn which is passing through optic center. So these are the two incident rays which are drawn from the object. But in the earlier we said to draw ray diagram from the object we should require at least two rays. Those two rays, one is parallel to principal axis, another one is passing through optic center. But you know the ray which is traveling parallel to the principal axis after passing through the lens, so we'll pass through optics and we'll pass through focal point or focus F1 like that. So this is F1. So now this is without any deviation, it will travel. So now these are intersecting here, and here center of curvature C1 or 2F1. So now here it is the image. So this is the image denoted by I. Object is denoted by O, image is denoted by I. So you can see the rays after the refraction are converging between F1 and C1. So image is formed between F1 and C1. So now what are the characteristics of image formed by convex lens when the object is placed beyond center of curvature C2. So image is formed in between C1 and F1, and this is a real image because it is not visible directly. So when you bring the screen, so from this position to this position, so that is when the screen like a white paper is brought between C1 and F1, so image will be formed. That is why, so it is a real image. Real images are not visible directly. We can see them after forming, after capturing on the screen. So it is a real image. And you can see the image is a inverted image. So you can see, so it is like this is inverted, and you can see the size of the image and size of object. Size of image is smaller and the size of object is bigger. That is why it is a diminished image. So these are the characteristics of image formed by the convex lens when the object is placed beyond center of curvature. So now we go to next to ray diagram, students. So ray diagrams are important for examinations. So generally for 4 marks in the public examination will be asked, so only one. So now in the second case, when the object is placed exactly at center of curvature of the convex, that is at center of curvature of convex lens on the principal axis. So when the object is placed exactly at center of curvature C2 of the convex lens on the principal axis. So now in this case, so where will the image be formed and what are its properties, students? So you know this is the symbol for biconvex lens, that is double convex lens, and this is the principal axis, and this is optic center, center of focal point or focus F2, center of curvature C2. It can also be written as 2F2. So now in this case exactly object is placed at center of curvature. So now to draw the ray diagram, we must to select two rays, at least two rays. One is parallel to principal axis, another one is passing through optic center. But you know after the refraction, this will be through focal point F1 and without a deviation it travels. So now these two are intersecting here. Suppose, so this point is the center of curvature C1 and here you can see the image. So this image is not visible directly and these rays are after the refraction. So like that these two are intersecting or converging at this point. So at this point, so you can see students exactly image is formed at C1. When the object is at C2, image is formed exactly at C1. So now you can compare the sizes. Size of object and size of image both are same. Both are not same. Image is not a bigger, image is not a smaller than object. So it is equal to object size. And the object is at C2, image is at C1. So now what are the characteristics of image formed by the lens when the object is placed at C2 of the convex lens? So first one is image is formed at C1. Image is not visible directly. You can see this image after catching on the screen. After capturing on the screen, you can see, so it is a real image. All real images are inverted images and you can see the size same as object size. So properties are characteristics of image. So characteristics of image formed by the lens in this case. So first one is image is formed between, not a between, sorry, exactly at C1. Now this is a real image, students. It is a real image. But you know all real images are inverted images. So it is a inverted image. And you can compare the size of image and the size of object. So size of image equal to size of object. Size of image equal to size of object. So these are the characteristics of image formed by the convex lens when the object is placed to be at exactly at center of curvature C2. So now in the next one, so next case, so what about the formation of image? So important diagrams, students, when the object is placed between C2 and F2, when the object is placed between C2 and F2 before the convex lens. So when the object is placed between the center of curvature C2 and focal point or focus F2, in this case, so where will the image and what are the characteristics of image? So you know this is the symbol for biconvex lens or double convex lens, students, and this line is principal axis passing through optic center joining the center of curvature C2 and C1. So it is a focal point F2 and it is a center of curvature C2, or it can also be written as 2 times the focal length. Now object is placed here, students, so between C2 and F2. So you know for drawing a ray diagram we must select at least 2 incident rays. So one is parallel to principal axis, another one is passing through optic center. But you know the ray which is traveling parallel to the principal axis after the refraction can pass by converging or intersecting the principal axis. This is, so now here it is a focal point F1. So now you can see this is here, both are intersecting here. So this point, suppose here center of curvature C1, and you can see the image is formed beyond center of curvature C1. So this is the image, students. So because the two rays are exactly converging beyond center of curvature C1, beyond center of curvature C1. So this time you can see image size. This image is also not visible directly. So you can see this image after forming on the screen. So that is why characteristics of image. Characteristics of image formed by the convex lens. So one is image is formed beyond C1, and this image is a real image. All real images are inverted images. Inverted image. So now you can see the size of this image and compare the size of object. So it is a enlarged image or magnified image. Its size is bigger than the size of object. So magnified image or enlarged image. So these are 3 cases of ray diagrams showing the image formation by the convex lens with their characteristics in the first video. So remaining ray diagrams, that is images, in remaining cases, so we can show the formation of image by the convex lens, and also one case image formed by concave lens. So both will be explained in the coming video, that is the part 2. It is a video ray diagrams of convex lens part 1. So in the next video ray diagrams part 2, remaining ray diagrams will be explained soon, students. Thank you.